reach that group is actually for them to see, unfortunately, this is what it is, for them to see other people like them. The easiest way for us to reach that group is for them to see other people of color. I know I get sick of that term, but for them to see other people of color actually in the Republican Party doing the work. That's how we reach those people. I actually found it quite interesting when I was out gathering my signatures. A lot of people, when I was telling them, I was conservative or Republican, they said, I don't care, fix the country. So, and this is on the south side of Chicago. They were really sick of what's going on, so we might be in for a surprise. Yes. Oh, I love you.
Well, I went to 4 of the black churches that are in Fairmont.
Yes.
I talked to the pastors there, and they didn't care. I asked if you could go there to speak, or I asked if I could announce that you were coming here. And they would not allow it. I couldn't break that barrier. Now, is that because I was white?
Maybe.
That's a part of it, but mainly is because we're Republican. Unfortunately, and you know, this is coming from a person, I was in the church all my life. I sing there, perform there, but unfortunately the church has been a place where I found some of the worst people. So I don't want to say it's the truth. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. So I would just say, as far as politics are concerned, there's one church that I do go to a lot that's conservative on the south side, on 71st Street. But other than that, I just try to stay away from them. Anything, I don't want to get into a lot of denominations, but UCC, you know, the United Church of Christ, a lot of those I try to steer clear of because they are rather. School choice, I'm 100% supportive. I believe that the money should always follow the child to the place of parents' choice. Thank you. School choice, I always support school choice. I believe the money should follow the child to a place of the parents' choice. Critical race theory, complete garbage. This is distortion of history. Oh no, that's what it is. There's a better word for it. Critical race theory, I do not support that at all. It's a distortion of history. It's been completely debunked by anyone with any logic, so I don't support that. Yes?
How about your competition? You're up against 2 other Republicans?
3 of them.
3 others? And the main one up there is
Philonise. She ran the last time and she did pretty well. She won, Bobby Rush still won 73% of the vote, but she did pretty well. She did better than any other Republican in the last 86 years since we actually had a Republican in office. Philonise White. But unfortunately, you know, I did vote for her last time, but unfortunately she was the person who challenged my signature. She tried to keep me off the ballot, so she did a lot of different dirty tricks to me, so I just tried to steal.
She's afraid of you.
Let the best man win.
Where do you think your position is in the field right now?
Definitely I would say I'm at the top because I'm the most visible. I've been out there the longest. I've been out since before Christmas. So I've been out there the longest, and I've really done my best, I guess, trying to reach people, just having conversations with people. A lot of people think that you stick a sign down and people just go for them, but it's so much more than that. So.
What kind of help do you need now to
I need people to help me knock on doors. My signs will be ready probably at the end of this week. I need people to help put down signs in different areas. Really, any type of word of mouth, any type of grassroots help, I definitely need.
Yeah, absolutely. If we have things to hand out, you know, and I know it's expensive, you know, whatever you got, we'll also do the signs, because the other people didn't even bother to show up. They said they were coming.
I will say
that's the easiest. I mean, that's the easiest to tell that you care about, you know, what we're doing. You know.
I will say that Gino is one of the only people who you can actually like message on Facebook and he will respond. Until he gets elected and thousands I just wanted to say that in like as like what is that? Witness of his character, he will actually like talk to you. He comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
He's like one of the only people who actually will like go out and talk to people. You see him at events all the time, even in events that he's not. It's like you're not speaking at. You're some of the events like it's like you were at the Homer one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He goes to Homer events and Homer isn't even like completely within your thing.
Part of it is.
Part of it isn't.
How about the second round?
100%. I believe in 100%. I believe in constitutional carry. I believe that it should be established. I believe that if we had constitutional carry, the incident like happened at the grocery store in Buffalo probably would not have happened at all. Someone would have stopped it. Exactly. For sure. Yes.
know, people that run, they get up and they have wonderful speeches, and then they get elected, and all of a sudden they have amnesia. And we want you to promise us that what you're saying you will hold true.
I solemnly swear to all of you.
So do you think you can get louder on social media with an AOC to get you in there? Can you challenge AOC and we'll get you in there? 100%. Because you would be the youngest. You would be the youngest.
I can't promise that.
We were supposed to, but they didn't show. They saw that Gina was there and they chickened out.
Nobody else showed up.
So he's our man.
About a week or so ago, we reduced the gas tax to cut downtown, so those reductions, how much do they amount to in money? Those reductions that Pritzker promised to do, which he did, 10% gas tax, grocery tax, whatever it was. Do you know if he did it in money?
I heard that an average person would only end up saving $40. It's nothing.
How much?
$40, $42 over them.
Over a year?
Yeah, over a year. 40.
Well, here's the other problem with that. I don't know if anybody has a good memory, but as soon as that guy walked in the door, he raised the gas tax by double, and he made our sticker 50% higher. So that's something you can undo would be tricky. Because it would just go back to where it normally was. You don't even have to do anything. I mean, Pritzker's nothing but a balloon wire. I mean, look what he did with the houses. Let's just take out the toilets so we don't have to pay taxes. I mean, we can go all day with that guy. That guy's a joke. I mean, even the FBI had him on recording saying how dirty he is. I mean, the guy's pathetic.
But that's why we need so much leadership at the state level. That's why it all comes back to really at the local level. To get Chris around, we have to make sure we send the right person down to Springfield, and also the right state reps and right state senators.
Talking about it, who do you think is running for governor? Who do you think you would be most backing? Who do you think would do a good job? Who do you think?
Okay, I actually have two dear friends who
Well, that's fine. Okay.
two friends. One is Gary Rayvon, the other one is Matt Solomon. So those are my two dear friends that want to go. Matt Solomon is one who's supporting, but Gary Rayvon is a dear friend.
So you don't like Irving or
No, Irvin is a Democrat.
I just want to make sure, because I see all these commercials and everybody's calling each other Democrat, and it gets confusing. Because it's like, well, if y'all Democrats, then what are we supposed to do?
Richard Irvin, it's interesting. He's the only person who's actually scary. He's the only person who's putting mail into our community. I get maybe 2 or 3 pieces of mail from him every single week.
Every week.
I hope he's not tricking a lot of people. It's sad.
Yeah, I just don't Irving.
What I'd like to say, and what confuses me about Irving, is that everybody is hitting him with negative ads. And nothing,
Even the Democrats.
especially the Democrats,
Which is mind-boggling.
because if they're hitting him that hard, doesn't that mean they really feel that he's the best candidate?
Yeah.
And that's a question, it's not a
I
result.
don't think so, Bill. I think the one thing that he's got is he was the first one to throw his campaign into the media. All the people that we had here, we didn't hear from any of these people. And probably to today, you only hear like from 1 or 2 people that are running for that position. He was the first one to hit the news thing and got his name out there. So they're all hitting him because he got ahead of the game to get his name out there and are trying to paint him in a bad picture. He's got big money behind him, you're absolutely right. But a lot of the candidates that we have here, you really don't hear about those in
Well, the other thing, I think Gino addressed it earlier, and that is someone who looks like Gino and Irving are going to take Crook Township, right? What percentage of your votes come from Crook Township?
It's quite a bit. I'm actually working with data analysts right now to figure that out because due to the redistricting, it's kind of hard to figure out. But I'm working with a person, Devin Jones. He's helping. He's 18 board committee, so I'll actually have that number. As of now, I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah, and that's what's, I think that's what's tough. I mean, Max Max was supposed to be here, he said he was gonna come. Max was the first guy I saw on stage, and he said the same thing. Max is a Baptist. He's a pastor. He's a pastor, strongly religious guy, that's what I like about him. He's in Cook County, he's an attorney, and he articulate, and he said that someone who looks like me, not Bill, will take Cook County. You know, and especially where the first goes into Chicago. Isn't that predominantly a black area where it goes all the way east? No, but I have no percentage. But it goes all the way out here. If you want to know what precinct you're in, you can go to our website. LTRO, Rockford Township Republican Organization, LTRO.us. And you can click on it, maybe I'll try to, and it'll show you what areas you're at, because of the gerrymandering that's going on, you know, and it changes. Anyway, you can find all of that out by your address, you know, what district you're in, and county, and everything else. Yeah.
Really, you make a really valid point. No question about that. The problem that we have out here in the suburbs is our property densities, populace in terms of square acreage. You go into the city, densities become a lot higher. So that means that in order to overcome that, I mean, if you look at the city of Chicago traditionally, if they vote Democrat, that who wins up in office. So hopefully they're changing, like Gino said, they're getting tired of the promise, the bait and switch that we see out here. If we can get them to vote really, I'm not saying the way they should, but if they look at it in a realistic viewpoint that they're hurting themselves because of their policies, and then all of us out here get people out to the polls like we did in the last election where supposedly the resident in the White House won by 81 million votes. And if we can get the people out here to vote, we can overcome the odds of Democratic struggle that the city of Chicago has. And then if Gino goes out and does his thing and gets people to change their mind in terms of what they've been promised and what they've been delivered, maybe we can make some changes to the state to get our voices heard in terms of what we feel and we want our government to happen.
We have to do this now, right? We've got to do this before 6/28. After 6/28, you're in, you're out.
My main thing is I want people to know they have options, but I want to make sure that you don't pick the wrong person. Because a lot of people are hopping in the race in the first congressional district. Even on the Republican side, we're just in it to kind of enrich themselves or boost their own name ID. I'm not here for that. I'm here to restore the Republic. That's it. So I just want you all to know that you definitely have options. And you have
What
that.
situation are you facing with the Democrats in 2020? Is that hurt you?
I can't say it hurts me because, like I mentioned, I was at the candidates forum last week, and I was actually very unimpressed with many of the top ticket Democrats. They said nothing. There were about 2 or 3 that stood out kind of on the leftist side, and the rest just sort of melded into like one monolithic thought. So they're very unimpressive, to say the least. So I'm really not worried about it. I just have to make sure that I get my message out to my community, to all communities, but really Chicago, that they know that there's an alternative to neglected lives. So.
He's
disabled. He was injured actually. But before that, he worked at CHA, Chicago Housing Authority. He was at Robert Taylor Homes, all the projects. Yeah, he's told me horror stories about that. So that's where my police stance comes from, because I've heard horrific stories. So there's movement. I can tell you that there's definitely movement. There's movement. There are a lot of people who are, like I said, are just tired of foolishness. One thing I've seen, I spoke to a data analyst early on, and she told me that if I flipped about 2 or 3% of that city vote, I could carry the district. So I have to do a lot of work. I need a lot of help. So that's really where most of it lies. If I could get into those meetings, have those conversations with those people, and let them know there's on the other side, I think that's what we would make sure.
Let's say here in this township, we have 40,000 votes. Does that help?
Certainly.
Yeah.
So, the question is then, I don't know what you're doing now the weekend, I think that is like locked in. There's hardly people show up.
That part's true.
So,
I don't know what percentage comes out of your first, but that's true. I mean, for you to show your face and walk through,
we were out at St. Charles for St. Patrick's Day parade, and all the Democrats were walking, and they're dumping their sign like, hey, what are you going to do about our gas prices?
Yeah, they just walk right
Dead
by.
stairs, they didn't say anything. It's like, you know,
They walk faster.
yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
did.
yeah. They ran. They ran.
It's open invitation.
When is it?
It's June 10th.
It's the weekend before Father's Day.
What time in the morning?
It's actually free.
It's a Friday.
The only question was because I was supposed to appear at a Save America conference in New Lenox, but I could go there early. Well, I can come later and go there. So I'd like to be a part of the show.
Well, Bill will get you the.
yeah, that'd be great. Because nobody else is going to be there.
Yeah.
You know? Because all these other people that were invited, they didn't come.
And we could walk it.
Make sure you bring a lot of cars.
I love that. I would definitely.
I would walk it. And I give you a flyer.
Now, the 40,000 is only our township, you know, which is Blackwood. But there's other townships like Homer and that are going to be there for that parade.
And I'll be there.
Yeah. Okay.
Gino, give them your flyers.
I brought literature.
He brought his own literature to give. Here, I'll help you give it out.
Bill. He's giving you the
Okay, I was wrong.
You should never question. That's right. Four times as much.
Thank you so much.
Probably read 4 times as much.
Okay, so what is this now?
So this is Gino's flyers. Wait, who wants to give out Gino's flyers?
Yeah, I mean, we're all going door to door. So, I mean, everybody, all the precinct people should get it, you know?
I can't remember who needs.
And especially in regards to how the other people care. They're not even here.
That's what
Gino. No, first. First district. We're part of the first district. Okay, Lockport, you're either in the 14th or you're in the 1st.
Go to the website, or you can look at your voter card, and your voter registration card, you know, and they should have just passed them out to everybody. You know, if not, go to the website. It's a great website.
Well, did you still want to hold on to it? If Gino wins, smaller man, but valuable.
You're 25 years old, so you're not.
You guys still want to hold on to it? Gino wins.
That's what we need to do.
You know, and I'm super excited, you know, especially with the age that he's young. I mean, the rest of in 20 years from now, I don't think I'm going to be here.
No.
All right, 30 years. I don't.
No, he's going to be in Florida at least. Right?
You know,
Move.
but-
If you're not dead, you're going to move.
Yeah, thanks. Let's give Gino a round of applause. And then, of course, in addition to that, we've got to give us support, and the support has got to be like our precinct. We have to go up to that. Like when you move Sue's garbage can. You know, I mean, she knows you.
I know.
Yeah. So you got to get to know the people, meet them eye to eye, talk to them, and they will vote for you because the Democrats don't have anybody out there running in the township. So thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you all being here. Fill out the 3x5 cards. What are the 3 things I forget?
Nowadays, we're at 2,000 mules.
Chanel Day, 2002 mules.